Hey, it's Jake with Bry, Utah. It's just after January. It's about the 10th or 12th, 13th of January, somewhere around there. So we're just after the harsh part of winter. And as you can see behind me is the snow-capped mountains of Pine Valley here in southern Utah. And it was freezing last night. We got down to about 25. And I know some of you might say that's not too cold, but it was cold here in this climate zone. And so anyway, I just wanted to catch everyone up on where we're at. So if you just walk with me for a second, I just wanted to show you something that's been on my mind for a while, and I did a post on it. You can see here is a swale. And I mentioned swale in the post, but this will show it really well. We've had 6 days of consistent rains, and this little ditch is catching all of the rains coming off my roof now. I guess it's illegal in some states to harvest your own rainwater, so this is a great way to just dig a ditch wherever the grade is falling down the street and catch all your own rainwater. And you can see it's on sort of a curve, and all I did was pile the dirt on the low side of the grade, which you can see is going towards the street, and that's why I was losing all my nutrients out to the gutter. So anyway, this is the swale, and during the last couple of rains over the last couple of days, it completely filled up and then sunk down in. So I'm just excited about the amount of water I'm now keeping on the property. Let me just cruise over to the trees. They're budding up. So one of the projects I'm doing today, which is just cutting back some of these branches. This whole middle branch is going to be coming out. Had a good friend stop by today, Kent. Thank you, Kent. And he's been growing peach trees for a couple decades, so he's just gave me a great lesson on trimming back these trees, making them bush out instead of that vertical growth you see I'm getting on my trees. So this is the front yard, the permaculture forest here in southern Utah, and we're on our way with that swale. I think I'm going to name it Sal. Yeah, it's okay to personify your swales if you're that close to them. So let's cruise into the back. Hey, Jane. There's Jane. We're consistently getting freezing cold temps at night, but with covered beds, we're being able to still grow greens underneath, as you can see. I'll cruise back there and show you. Okay, now in the last video I believe I posted, I had just amended this bed, and I had planned on planting collard green, but instead broadcast spread all of this different varieties of heirloom lettuce. This is Freckles, and saw different varieties of romaine, Jericho, and Paris Island. And it's pretty thick, but it's really easy to thin out, as you can see. And just eat it. So I'm hoping this is going to thicken up really nice and thick. The dogs love to run through it, so they've trampled it a few times, but it's covered at night, and these sandbags have been working really well to just cover the hoop beds and then just sandbag the sides. So about every morning around 10 o'clock, it's about 11 o'clock right now in the AM, I just come out and I uncover the beds and let them vent like this, unless it's a really cold day, and then I'll just open up a little corner. Some really cold days I don't open it at all. It's working really well. Check out this bud. Yeah, it's an Asian pear. Excited for that. Okay, let's see. I guess I'll cruise this way since I'm already out going that way. And this upper bed, which we finally got all the beds full of soil. This first upper bed is a garlic bed. And you can see, look what's coming up. Garlic. This is heirloom China rose. You can see planted by the square foot, or something close onto it. So and so that's that bed. It's a complete garlic bed. And then as we go down, this is a carrot bed, and planted very closely together. So another thinning project today. As I turn to my right, and back up here. This is onions. Bunch of onions. There's some garlic right here, and mixed chards, lettuces, all babies as you can see. I planted a little late on my greens, so coming up a little late too. And this lower bed here is onion, and I'm planting actually some new starts today. Have a great local nursery that gets great starts going. So that's we're doing a lot by seed and a lot by starts. So this, I've got mixed radish planted here as well. It hasn't come up. Another couple days. So that's one of the projects today. Playing in the garden here. And let me jump back up here. This is another bed I planted part by seed, part by starts. If you can find a local nursery near you that's doing heirloom starts, jump all over it. So one of the projects today is just kind of bringing out and cutting out some of the older leaves, either eating them or throwing them in green smoothie. We got some mixed spinaches in here, and just kind of coming through and grooming the beds today. Some flowers that need some chopping. Just heading the flowers, chopping the leaves. So this is last year's crop on this bed, and they're still leafing out. Why not, right? Let them leaf. Here's the dino kale. If you can grow baby dino kale, do it. It's amazing. Okay, I'm running out of time already, so I'm gonna hurry. Wow, that's sweet. Mixed greens coming in. Another couple weeks. And we've got a big row of spinach here. I don't think you can see it in this light. But we've got a lot of tatsoi. Mixed lettuce is still coming up. That cold snap hit, and we had to hurry and duck under the plastic, as you can see. And now that the sun's trajectory is getting really way high in the sky again, we're getting a lot of growth. So this bit over here, doing a few starts today. You can see the kales and the chards are leafing out heavily. Again, now that we're getting the sun back. And let me cruise down to this lower bed. So this is all last year's crop again. Just getting the bed amended and throwing in some other starts and some flowers. Cruise down here. I'll do a dome video separate. And let's see. Compost. All the trees have dropped the leaves. Everyone's seen all this, so I'll just kind of show you the nakedness of it all. Getting ready to throw some soil in these last 3 beds. Making some down there. Alright. This is radishes. Radishes, chards, and kales. Just planted by seed in this bed. I'm going to do an understory crop to future tomatoes. Again, nakedness. Got a few starts of kale. And this is a sweet variety of kale, by the way. If you can see, Chidori red flowering kale. I don't know how to focus this, but very tasty leaves. And let's see, nothing going on the vining bed right now. Gonna amend this bed in the next week and get some beans, and about another month from now we'll have tomatoes and melons going in that bed again with an understory crop of a nitrogen fixer. Get that going soon. Underneath the bit, you can see here, I did end up draping the plastic. It worked really well for keeping the succulents warm through the winter. You can see all the aloe back in here. So the goji starts, and they're overwintering. I'm hoping they're going to come back leaf and hardy in over the next month. So that's kind of where we're at with our little growing food here in South.